Today is my dad's birthday, and it's been a year and a half since he passed away. And it really gets me thinking. It's days like this that really make me have doubt. Doubt about everything I'm doing. Doubt about all kinds of insecurity. And it's scary. On days like this, I'm reminded that I'm alone. Not because I have no one to call, but because your experience is so unique that you're alone in the world, and that's why you feel lonely. And there's no way to get someone to completely understand what you've gone through. I'm 25 and I lost both my parents. I'm the youngest brother of a family. And I'm trying to figure out life. Trying to explore more. And sometimes I find myself wondering, what was the exploration of my parents like? I think the truth about Asian parents is they don't share very much. When my dad was diagnosed with brain cancer, I had to deal with the idea that we're not doing treatment and that we have to make the most out of our time with him. And it was a frustrating idea, but you eventually accept it because that's your reality. And I was trying to make the most of it with him during COVID in Hong Kong with my brothers. We would watch movies every day. We'd wake up, get lunch together, watch movies at home every day, and then rest for a bit, maybe play a little bit of Big Two, and then we would maybe eat dinner, and then we would eat dinner, and then watch movies, and rest. And every day was like that. But I kept thinking, that's not very meaningful. I wanna have a meaningful time with my dad. And in my mind I was thinking, that means a heart to heart. I want to tell him everything. I want to tell him how I'm sad about the situation that he's gonna pass away. And I love him an incredible amount, and I respect him for all the suffering that he bared after my mother had passed. And I wanted to tell him all of those things because wouldn't it be a shame that we wouldn't be able to express our love before we parted ways? So I pondered about this a long time because it's not really that common for us to just express feelings to each other. I don't think I've really said I love you to my dad much before, maybe a couple of times. I don't think so. But one night I went in front of his door, I knocked it, and I went in and I told him I had something serious I want to talk about. And I told him the whole story. How I love him an incredible amount. I'm sad about the situation. Blah blah blah. And I wish that we would spend times more meaningfully. Maybe talk about the meaningful things, and I'd love to hear what he's been thinking lately because he doesn't express those thoughts. And his reply was, "Oh." That was it. Oh. And it frustrated me because here I am pouring my heart out, crying, telling him this very emotional, vulnerable message. And his response was just, oh. So I got a little bit angry and I told him, is this really how you want to spend your day? Just us watching movies, eating food, rinse and repeat until you pass away? Isn't there anything you want to say to your sons, to my brothers and I? Maybe some loving words or some important reminders? And he said, and I think I said something along the lines of, I said, do you have nothing loving you want to say to us? Do you not love us? And he said that he said that so that's what you think love is. I think love is having the chance to wake up to you guys every single day and having the chance to eat food with you guys during lunch, seeing you guys smile and having silly conversations, and then in the afternoon being able to watch movies with you guys and just rest at home till he passes away. And he thinks that just by being with them, just by being with us, he has already shown that he loves us. And that's his answer. Not necessarily through words, but through actions. And I remember feeling like a bit of a fool. I felt like, wow, like I really care about words. I'm such a... Like, I need to hear the words, I love you. I need to hear the words that I'm sad about dying, blah, 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 blah. In order to kind of feel love. But sometimes in life, people are sharing love all the time. People love you. It's just that they're not saying it. A father loves his sons by spending his last remaining days with them. A friend loves another friend by asking how's their day. And a stranger loves another stranger, maybe just by sharing a glance. And I think about that all the time. How there are so many different forms of love. And throughout that journey with my dad, throughout the journey of life, I've realized that there's a lot of love in the world that's unspoken. And sometimes just because it's unspoken, people think it's not there. And I want to show that love still exists all around us. And if you're willing to love, you're willing to love yourself, love the people around you, and you're willing to love the experience of life, you'll find that it's waiting for you. And I think it's special that you come across this video. It's special that we all get to live in a world where we get to appreciate each other's opinion. But don't forget to take a look around. Notice what people are doing. Not so much their words. Notice if they love you. And sometimes you'll find that they do. Even if it might not be the correct form of love, or it's weird, or unreasonable, or unfair even, but they do love you, and that is something to take comfort of. Sometimes people they're there for each other. And 25 years old. Can you believe I still got so much time left? Lately I've been thinking a lot about the future. I have no idea how it's gonna look like. Awfully scared about it. Wish I can talk to my parents about it. But no. And that's okay. But you still gotta be brave. Take every step forward. Not backwards, not sideways. It's okay to take rest, but you take your steps forward. You'll be afraid. You'll fail. You'll doubt yourself. But one step at a time, march forward, because before you know it, the journey ends. And it's always great to have something to look back on. If you really watch this whole thing, I want you to know that you're not alone in the world. I know you're searching for something. In fact, so many of us do. If you ever see someone who's scrolling on an Instagram reel or scrolling on YouTube shorts, you know what they're doing. They're searching. They're searching for fulfillment because they're lost. They don't know what to look for, and the easiest thing is to start looking in the easiest way. And I don't either, so I get lost. And we all get lost, which is how you ended up here. And it's okay. It's okay to be lost. It's okay to suffer. It's okay to feel sad and alone. And I think that's my message to the world. The way I try to show people love despite feeling alone. The way I try to be vulnerable despite feeling extremely scared. That's my roadmap of trying to show people that it's okay, it's scary, it's lonely, but embrace it because it's so precious. It's just like, life is so unique. And you get to experience it every day. But one day you'll wake up and there'll be nothing left. You won't get to experience it anymore. Your stories end. But the people will be there. The love you pass on to people. It will give them a light on their darkest day and remind them that, hey, I'm not alone in the world. And if you can do that for even just one person, I think that's pretty amazing. My favorite quote from a book is love is the only rational act, from Tuesday with Morrie. And the book describes a story of a professor dying, and he reconnects with an ex-student and then teaches him the final lessons of life. One of the lessons he taught was love is the only rational act. I think that if you're scared, if you're lonely, if you're worried, choose love. Always choose love. Choose hope. Don't choose fear. Don't choose all the scary stuff. Choose the hopeful stuff. Choose the stuff that makes you feel scared. But choose it in a hopeful way. Choose it in a loving way. If you're scared to tell your parents you love them, go do it. If you're scared to ask a girl out, go do it. And before you know it, you'll realize that, wow, I've grown. I'm getting less lost. I've experienced a lot of things. And that's a great way to live. Anyway, bye.